Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. Today I have a beef and snow pea stir fry to share with you. Tender, silky beef, fresh, crisp snow peas, all nestled together in an oyster sauce. And I have a couple little tricks for you to make sure that your beef is silky and tender. Regardless of the cut that you choose, it's important to thinly slice the meat across the grain. And you can see the grain is running up and down. And slice. And as you can see, it's nicely cut against the grain. And regardless of the cut of meat you choose, this is a very important step, and it will help to ensure that your meat is tender. And simply slice as thin as you can. Now we're going to punch up the beef a little bit with some freshly grated ginger and fresh garlic. The second tip to silky and tender beef for any stir fry is to add a little bit of baking soda to the meat. Now I like to add the baking soda along with a little bit of soy sauce. I like to use low sodium. So to about a tablespoon of low sodium soy sauce, you're going to add a half a teaspoon of baking soda. And the reason I mix the two together first is because the baking soda will dissolve and start to activate within the soy sauce. You can see it bubbling up. Add this to the beef slices. And I think it's best to mix this with clean hands. You want to ensure that baking soda and soy sauce is on every slice. And really the only way to do that is with your hands. Kind of massage it in a little bit. The baking soda kind of softens the fibers of the meat, and it helps to give it that silky texture. It's very important to note with the baking soda that more soda does not mean more tender beef. Too much baking soda will result in a bitter taste to the meat, so use with a light hand. So while your beef is marinating, it's the perfect time to prep your snow peas and whisk up a little bit of sauce. Snow peas are a wonderful stir-fry vegetable because they cook quickly and they retain some of their crunchiness. I like to trim the snow peas by stacking a few together in my hand, snipping off the end and pulling the string along with it. It really doesn't take very long once you get moving at it. The sauce is super simple with only a few ingredients. We have 1/3 cup of cold beef broth, and it's important to use cold because cornstarch will dissolve better in cold liquids. That is the same for flour as well. So we're going to add a teaspoon of cornstarch, 3/4 teaspoon of sugar, red chili flakes, to taste really. I like about 1/4 teaspoon. And give this a whisk to dissolve the cornstarch before adding the oyster sauce. The cornstarch won't dissolve as well if you add that thick pasty oyster sauce first. I'm using a wok today, but if you don't happen to have one, a large heavy skillet will work as well. You're going to heat your wok over medium-high and add a generous splash of oil. I'm using canola oil. Once your oil is shimmering hot, go ahead and add your beef. Allow the beef to develop a crust before stirring. And the beef really only takes a couple minutes. And when your beef is done, you can remove it to a clean dish. To the wok, you'll add water, about 1/4 cup, your snow peas. You're going to toss the snow peas occasionally, cooking for 4 to 5 minutes. It's important not to overcook the snow peas at this point because they will continue to cook for about a minute in the sauce. Add the sauce. Continue to cook until the sauce has fully thickened, about a minute. And then you can add back in your beef and toss to combine. Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the beef and snow pea stir fry. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you never want to miss a recipe. We'll see you again.